Alright fuckers, welcome back to the Old Firm Revival here on Son of Scotland 90. I believe it's episode 33, but could be wrong. I do know it's the end of season 3, and once again we will be doing the reviews of Celtic and Rangers seasons. Then we will be looking at any transfers that we've done, and then we'll be checking out the other leagues and seeing how teams got on and Europe and stuff like that. But yep, it's the end of the third league, third season, and we'll check out how Celtic got on first of all. So let's check the league first of all. Ladbrokes Premier League, and can we actually get the league table up? Yes, we can. And there you go. Celtic once again have won the league. 84 points, not a bad total, but I mean, room for improvement definitely. 25 wins, 9 draws, and only 4 defeats. The 4 defeats coming against Aberdeen, St Johnstone, Rangers and Hibernian. And you can see Rangers there, I've already spoiled it, but they actually finished second for the first time in this series. I think first season and second season they finished third. Now they finally finished second, so they beat Aberdeen, and what that means is, due to our improvement in the coefficient, I am sure that we get 2 teams now in Scotland. So that means that Rangers and Celtic, I mean 2 teams in Scotland. What am I? I'm talking absolute shite, guys. Lack of sleep. We actually get 2 teams now in the Champions League. So that means Rangers are going to be returning to the Champions League. Unlucky for Aberdeen, but they finished 4th. You see, Partick Thistle had another great season. They finished 3rd, but great. Both Old Firm clubs are going to be in Europe next season. I think Celtic will enter into the Champions playoffs, and Rangers probably enter into like round 1 or round 2 of the original qualifying. But so Hibs on the return finished in the top 6 again, so good performance from them. Hearts finishing 7th. That's pretty poor, man. They're not doing well. I mean, 12 wins, 13 draws, 13 losses. Not great. St Johnstone again finishing the top half. Dundee United finishing 8th. Hamilton 9th. Motherwell 10th, Dundee 11th, and Ross County getting relegated back on 32 points. And who won the playoff? Dundee won the playoff, like beating Raith Rovers, so they will be staying up. And in terms of who went up from the championship, let's see who won the championship. So Queen of the South won it. They're going to be in the league next season. Good for them. Look at that. Surprisingly, St Mirren got relegated. So that's St Mirren way down now in League 1. Only a couple of seasons ago they were in the big league. Pretty amazing. And the League 1, it pisses me off. It's showing you all the playoff shit. Alloa won it. Airdrie got relegated. Damn it, Airdrie got relegated. My home team, my home birth team or whatever you want to call it. The place of my birth. And Queen's Park won the League 2, so good for them. Right, Scottish Cup for Celtic. We actually went and won it. The board wanted us to win it, and we did go and win it. And it was a 1-0 win over Partick Thistle, so happy with that. Who did we beat here in the semis? We beat Aberdeen 1-0, then we beat Partick obviously in the final. In the quarters we beat Dundee United 1-0, so lots of 1-0 victories on our way. Beat Kilmarnock 1-0 as well in the 5th round. Holy shit, just 1-0 City. Couldn't be forced us to a replay, but anyway, we won the Scottish Cup, and we also won the Betfred Cup. No, we didn't win the Betfred Cup, that was won by Rangers. We got knocked out in the semi-finals by Rangers, but we did achieve the double, so we got the Ladbrokes Premiership and the Scottish Cup. We got in the Scottish Cup with the highest goal scorer, Moussa Dembele with 4 goals, and Tony Gallagher 7.8 highest rating. So well, he's a Celtic player. I think he plays for Aberdeen, doesn't he? But technically, he is a Celtic player. Here you can see players inducted into Celtic's overall best 11 squad of the season. Starting 11 was Joe Robles, surprisingly, over Aroela, Strange, Tierney, Simovic, Savichenko, Lustig the back 4, Sinclair, Armstrong, Tom Roddick, Brown and Roberts the midfield 5, and Moussa Dembele up front. You see substitutes were Aruelo, Pepe, Bitton, Forrest, Griffiths, Gamboa and Justin Kluivert, who I think we did we have on loan? Yeah, we had him on loan. Just would have liked to have made it a permanent deal, but unfortunately couldn't happen. But you know what? While we're here, I think we'll go ahead and just make a bid for the guy right now, because he is a player that I would like to. 38 fucking million? No, won't bother, man. Maybe in the future we can get him if he breaks his leg or something. And the Celtic's annual end of season awards ceremony took place. Below is summary of the night's award winners. Fans Player of the Season, Scott Sinclair, 54. So over half that, man. Scott Sinclair winning over half of the voting, over half the majority. So he obviously deserved it. Robert Snodgrass, a new signing, in second place at 20%. And third was Mikael Lustig. Goal of the season was Tom Rogic against Hibernian. Signing of the season was Robert Snodgrass, 3.4 million from West Ham. And young player of the season was Kieran Tierney. Still only 21 years old, and I'm pretty sure he's going to develop into an amazing player. He's already a great player, but I'm sure he's going to get better and better. Stats: top goal scorer this season, Moussa Dembele, 24 goals. Scott Sinclair, highest average rating, 7.39. Most assists, Michael Lustig from the right back position. That's very good, actually. 11 from right back. That's great. Best pass completion, Scott Brown, 92%. Most player of the match awards, Scott Sinclair with 8. And look at this, most yellow cards and most red cards, Scott Brown picking up both those awards. Oh, I don't know if you want to call them awards, but he is the highest rated player in terms of most yellow cards and most red cards. 16 yellows and 2 reds. Shocking there for Brown. So Celtic's season review: knocked out the Champions League in the group stage, although it was a very, very tough group, if you can remember. It did include Tottenham, Napoli and someone else who was better than us. But we've covered that already in the last episode. Won the Ladbrokes Premiership, won the Scottish Cup and lost in the semi-finals against Rangers. Match of the season was a 5-3 win at Parkhead against Aberdeen. Moment to forget, a 2-1 loss to St Johnstone. Average attendance was 50,382, 83% full. And total players used was 24 in total. And that was the joint 8th highest in the Ladbrokes Premier League. League positions, you can see once we got to the top, we were top all the way through. We never relinquished top spot once we got there. Anything else? Board summary here. Job security, the board are very pleased with your overall leadership. Major highlight, the fans happy that Celtics won the Scottish Cup victory. Product Fizzle has been a particular highlight. We're disappointed with the number of young first team players you've signed. So we could maybe try and improve on that, but I think we're doing a good job at the moment. Alright, we haven't really signed that many young players, but who gives a fuck, we're winning the league. We're improving the team, we're improving Scotland and football as a nation. So, Celtic's commercial director has reported the club's commercial activity. New sponsorship deals, 2 new deals at $575k per year. Most notable new deal, Continental Competition sponsor, so we went up. Previous sponsor deal was $450k, now this one's $475k. Sponsorships up from last season. Broadcast revenues way down, 910k. Don't get that. Last season it was 7.71 million. Corporate and hospitality is down. Competition prize money is down by about 5 million. Commercial match day commercial and retails also down. Mustn't be selling as much shirts or something, I don't know. Total merchandise sales for the season were 4.25, with non-domestic sales amounting to 425k. Clubs sold 28,857 shirts, with the following shirt names selling particularly well. So Scott Sinclair, Armstrong, Dembele, Griffiths and Rogers. No surprise to see Sinclair selling the most shirts, as he has been the man, like. But I'm surprised not to see Snodgrass, Areola and Pepe up there as well. Let's be honest, we've got some fucking, Portuguese legend, Pepe, in the team, so that is a little bit surprising. Scott Sinclair named Player of the Year. 35 appearances, 10 goals, 4 assists, average. You can't expect more goals and assists for Scott Sinclair, but didn't come. Tavernier claims the Football Writers Player of the Year. Scott Sinclair came second that, and Robert Snodgrass, the new signing, came third. Dembele claims Writers Young Player of the Year. Alex Schalz claimed the Scottish Premiership goal of the season. Tom Roderick and Ryan Christie, both Celtic players, coming in second and third. And in the Scottish Premier League team of the season, there is There's 6 Celtic players, which is great. But Areola in net, so Areola made the Premier League team of the year, but he couldn't make Celtic's first 11. Strange, very strange. So it's Areola, Tierney, Grimmer, Lustig, Tavernier. The midfield: Sinclair, Christie, Craig and Snodgrass, and up front Dembele and Jason Cummins. Jason Cummins, very good player, and maybe we'll be looking to try and sign him. I don't know. Maybe we don't need him for Celtic, but it could be a possibility for Rangers. But we'll save the Rangers talk for when we are doing their season review. I think that's that. I think I covered everything. Don't quite know in terms of Celtic. I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah, Champions League best goal, Tom Roderick. His goal against Napoli came third. Wait from him to get into the top 3 goals. That's probably it. What we will do is just have a quick look at the squad. So most appearances was Alfonso Areola. So he made 57 appearances. Great from him. Now I want to see how John Robles beat him out. What do you mean did John Robles make? Where's Joe Robles? Joe Robles. Can't even see the guy, man. Did he make an appearance? How the fuck did he make it in the first 11? I can't actually see it. Maybe is he any further down? I don't know. Has he been sold or something? I can't find them, but apparently I don't know, they put him in the best 11, so don't quite know how that is. But see, Areola with the most appearances, Kearney in second place, Scott Sinclair third, and Pepe's old, but he's still getting on. He's still performing, still getting games. 2 goals in the Premier League, so not bad from him. He's 36 years old though, unfortunately, and he is retiring, so this will be his final year. So hopefully we can I think we will win the league no matter what, but maybe we can get out the last 16 with his help. He's still a quality player. Let's see what his cons are. He has a competitive streak. That's not too bad. Slow off the mark. Yeah, well, he is getting old, but he's still our best defender by I'd say by a decent amount. But I'm not too worried about when he goes. We've got Sivichenko and Sumovic, and I think that they could have a very good long-term partnership together. So not too worried about that. But goals, you see Lee Griffiths there with the 3rd highest amount. I don't know, I expect to see more goals from the likes of Lee Griffiths and maybe Snodgrass and maybe Tom Roderick as well. Armstrong only getting 5 goals in 50 appearances, man, that's not too good either. So slightly surprised by that, but I mean, what can we do? I mean, we've won the league. It's another great season. We've won the league and all that shit, so can't really complain too much, can we? Is there anything else we want to check? Don't think so. Finances. I think that's it, guys. So there you see. Good. It's hold on. Alright, so just made a wee deal to try and get an affiliated club. So there you go, guys. That's basically how we got on with Celtic. We're doing great, so obviously nothing to worry about. And I think next season the challenge will be again to try and get out of the Champions League group stage and to get into the last 16. What's this? Head on, choose club. Hold on. As you've been Celtic manager for a long time, and the board would like you to give full control over the affiliation policy of the club by allowing you to propose a specific club you think would be if you choose a club, we get to holy shit, we actually get to choose the club? Holy shit, we actually get to choose the club. So we're choosing an affiliate. Who would we choose? I think our current one's Airdrie, but they don't really produce. I don't think they produce great players. So I mean, if we can get another one, I'm definitely not gonna complain. But who would, maybe St Mirren? St Mirren, kind of Paisley. I know they went down another league, but does St Mirren not produce good players? I think they do. Do they not have good? Hold on. Do they not have good youth facilities? Great youth. Fuck it. Yeah, you know what? We will propose. We'll propose St Mirren, I think. Oh damn! I didn't choose. There you go. So we'll see if St Mirren are interested. And yeah, so that's it, guys. The next time we make a video, you'll know. And in terms of transfers, I haven't really brought anyone in yet. It's just everybody really who we've got out of last season. Oh, we did sell Joe Robles, so yeah, that's where he's gone. Well, anyway, you see, that's what we've done. That's what we've done last season. But you've already seen this. What we'll do is now we'll go in and we'll check out how Rangers done, and then we'll come back and we'll see if we make any signings before the start of the new season gets underway. And yep, that'll be all good. So let's go and see how Rangers did. Alright guys, so as you know with Rangers, they finished second. In terms of the points tally, wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't the best season, but it's all about the final league position, and second gets you into the Champions League, and that's what Rangers have finally done. The last 2 seasons they came third, now they've finished second, and like I said, gets them into Champions League, so that's all that really matters. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great season, 64 points, it wasn't a great points tally, but you have to look at the positives, and the positives are that you did really well, so they finished second, and that's all that matters. So we'll try and see if we can get let's see if we can get the Rangers players up, the team of the season and shit like that. So here's the Rangers 11 that was picked over the season, really. So it was Fodderer, Tavernier, Wilson, Devlin, Wallace, Rossiter, Maitland-Niles, Heineman, Crawford, Louis Moe, and Faghorn up front. Pretty weird formation. It's like a 4-3-3 kind of, but it's weird. It's like a 4-1-2-1-2. It's mental. Right, anyway, look at James Tavernier. He actually picked up the fans player of the season with a bigger percentage than Scott Sinclair did from Celtic. 58%. Mental. Danny Wilson, 17% in second, and Emerson Heineman in third with 15%. Goal of the season was James Tavernier against Hearts. Signing of the season was Ahmed Hegazi from Al Ali, 324k. He fits in well there in the back four. And oh wait, what the fuck am I looking at? Hold on, I must be looking at the wrong thing, because it doesn't say him there. Then it actually tells yearly. Here's the real team of the season. It's actually Fodderer, Tavernier, Hegazi, Wilson, Wallace, Rossiter, Heineman, McGinn, David Mellor, Faghorn, and Kotongo. So I don't know, maybe you might want to go back and look at the Celtic one and see who got in their actual team of the season. I was reading the wrong thing, so there you go. In young player of the season, it was Heineman. Stats: top goal scorer Jay Kotongo, highest average rating 7.4 was James Tavernier. Most assists James Tavernier. Best pass completion Jordan Rossiter. Most man of the match was joint Tavernier and Heineman, 6. Tavernier picking up the most yellow cards, and Rossiter picking up just 1 red card. So only 1 red card the whole season for Rangers. That's pretty good. But you can definitely see why Tavernier here's the player of the season. Highest ratings, most assists, most man in the matches. Right, most yellow cards don't really help, but you know, apart from that, man, it's good. So here's the Rangers. The Rangers season review. Lost out in the playoffs against AZ Alkmaar. That was unlucky. Ladbrokes Premiership runner-up. Scottish Cup, lost 5th round to Hamilton. That was pretty poor. But we won the Betfred Cup, beat Aberdeen in the final. Match of the season was a 3-1 win at Tynecastle against Hearts, and the moment to forget was a 2-0 loss to Aberdeen at Pittodrie, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Aberdeen, good team, even if they did finish 4th this season. Average attendance 48,979. 96% full, so Rangers attracting more fans than Celtic, so it's pretty strange there. So still, I mean, far less quality team, finishing second, not in the Champions League, but getting higher attendances than Celtic. So what's that tell you? Rangers probably do have the best fans in the world, simply the best. 26 players used in total, and it's a joint 6th highest in the Premier League. Anything else here? The board feel you should be performing slightly better in your roles, man. Ah, shit. Probably be getting sacked soon. So the board think we should be doing slightly better. Leon won the 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 Europa League, so that's what it is. What the fuck? Motherwell show interest in Jason Holt. Scottish Cup review. Here's the finances. Our finances are currently secure. Believe it or not, didn't think that would be the case. Sponsorship deals. We brought in a new kit, so it's more than broadcast revenues up, but everything else is down. But we're going to be in the Champions League next season, so after next season, I'm assuming all of these should be green. All of these should be green, man, because we're just going to get so much more money. It's going to be great. Total merchandise sales for the season were 3.66 million, and the club we sold more shirts than Celtic as well, so that's great. McGinn, the new signing from Hibs, was the highest selling shirt. Another new signing, David Mellor from was it Hull we signed him from, second highest. And Danny Wilson, Quintongo and Faghorn were the other top 3 highest selling shirts. So Rangers holding their own, you know, definitely in terms of finances, shirt sales, attendances, shit like that. So Celtic not far ahead when it comes to those kind of deals, but in terms of the actual squad, Celtic still do seem to be quite a bit in front. So you can see Rangers here, Quintongo was the highest goal scorer, Faghorn second and 14. Look at James Tavernier's got 10 goals, his third highest goal scorer. No wonder he was the best player of the season, man. Guy was great. Look at that, he played one game, he played a game less, even if you don't even count like substitute appearances when Molt had 7 more. He played one game less than Molt and he scored 2 goals more. Fucking Molt's a striker and Tavernier's a right back, that's mental. See you, Louis Molt, you have to up your game, son, big time. That's just not good enough. Tavernier, 65 shots. So he'd 37 shots less than Louis Molt, and he just outscored him. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Louis Molt's definitely going to have to improve next season. Tavernier is the man. Hopefully we can get him for a long-term deal, guys. Hope so. Right, anyway. So that's it with Rangers. We've checked all the cups and all that shit. So, second in the league, qualified for Champions League, and won the Betfred Cup. I think that's a good season. Rangers board may not be happy with it, but it is going to be a long process. I mean, I don't think we're going to beat Celtic in the next couple of seasons, so I think it's going to be a long wait, but I mean, the gap was 20, the gap between Rangers and Celtic this season was 20 points. So from a Rangers perspective, I think if we can still finish second next season, but cut that gap and try and get it down to maybe, I don't know, under somewhere between like 15 and 10 points, I do believe that would be a good season for us. And that might sound negative, it might sound like, you know, get him the fuck out of Rangers, he doesn't deserve to be the manager kind of deal, but I'm just being realistic. I think that would be a good season. Even if we could finish less than 10 points, that'd be amazing, but no way do I think we'll be able to compete next season. Just don't see it happening. Right, anyway, let's get on with the Champions League. And Bayern Munich won it, so let's just see here. Who did they beat in the final? They beat PSG on penalties, so they beat Barcelona in the semis as well. Who did they beat in the quarterfinals? They beat Liverpool, so I mean they had a pretty hard route there to the final. So they've won it, and Real Madrid won it last season. So good for Bayern Munich. And Lyon won the Europa League. They also won it last year, so they have retained it. They've won it back. And winning the Europa League gets you into the Champions League. So it looks like Lyon once again are going in the Champions League. They must have got knocked. They must have finished third this season in their group to get put back into the Europa League. I'm assuming that is what happened. Right. Let's have what we're looking at now. Coefficients. Aye. Oh, this is club coefficients, isn't it? I think we've only got Celtic. We've only got the England and. Or do we have Northern Ireland? Yeah, we do. We've got like the British, all the British teams and Irish teams. So they can see club coefficients at the moment. Man City, the highest ranked English team. The English team's not doing well in Europe. And there's Celtic, so we're actually ranked above teams like Leicester, West Ham, Everton. That's great for Celtic. I mean, because I can't see how we can possibly get in front of these guys, because these 6 have just got the amount of money they've got. They're just like on a totally different level to us. But I think for us to be in front of all the other teams, I think it's very good. If you want to come down here, see there's the rest of the Scottish teams, and we have Hearts, we have Aberdeen, Rangers. Aberdeen did fucking amazing apparently. Hold on. 14.3. 14.3 this season in Europe. Let's check out how Aberdeen done. I thought Aberdeen got knocked out. I thought Aberdeen got knocked out early. Hold on here. Nice. Am I talking shit? It says here they weren't even in Europe. I'm trying to find this. Hold on. Right, well, it says here they weren't even in Europe, so I don't get that. Oh fuck, they did? I must have totally forgot. I didn't think Aberdeen getting. Well, yeah, look at this, man. They qualified. They got into the Euro. How far did they get, man? They got into the Euro Cup playoff leg. To beat whoever this team is, 5-2. Then they beat Sparta Prague 2-0. Lost to Sofia. That's no surprise. Then they beat Sofia. Holy shit, they must have got through their group. Then they beat that. They did. Holy shit. Did they top their group? Did they top Group E, man? Let's go back and check this. Fucking hell, what an amazing season from Aberdeen, and I'm criticising them for finishing 4th. No wonder if they were in the Europa League that long. That's quality. And it's no let me hold on. Go back a season. Right. Oh man, look at that. They actually topped the group with Sofia in it. That is mental. Complete and utter mental. And unfortunately, they went out to Spartak Moscow. But maybe I already covered this. If I did in the last video, I'm sorry. I just can't remember. Can't remember Aberdeen doing that well. But that's fucking amazing for Aberdeen. So no wonder Scottish football's improved so much. Let's go back to the club coefficients. So Aberdeen's going to surely, next season, they're going to be, well, they're going to overtake Hearts. They're going to overtake a bunch of these English teams. Are going to move up to it. They're going to move up above Wigan. So fucking hell, Aberdeen are. The sheep are on fire, man. Sheep are on fire. In terms of finances, you can see club. I don't think we're going to be anywhere near here. You need to go down a shitload before you see us, and then we're 68th in terms of clubs with the highest finances. So yep, money wise, we're not that great. Apparently Arsenal got the best finances, 1.43 billion. Look at the amount of English clubs. Must be due to the money in Scottish football, maybe because Arsenal and Tottenham are in London. That's all I don't know. That's all I can assume. That is why I don't. That's the only reason I can think of why they're that high up. Anyway, so they see we've moved up to what, 12th. So we get one team in the group stage, and one team. Is that for next season? I don't know. That is for next season. Holy shit! And we get 3 teams in Europe. Jesus. Yeah, we've moved up to 12. Haven't we? Holy shit, that's insane. Where were we then? We were... What season are we in? I'm confused, so hold on. For the next season we're going to be even higher than that. So it says we're 12, but obviously I don't think next season doesn't come into like the year after that, but Aberdeen, it's basically like Aberdeen there, that man. Last 2 seasons we've got done 12.3 and 11.5. We've definitely taken Scottish football to a new level here, so that's absolutely bra. That is brilliant. And we're going to move even higher up, so right, we're nowhere near getting 2 teams in the Champions League, but You know, if we keep delivering the way we're growing, we will not be far off that. So, don't know, but I'm amazed with that. I'm definitely very, very happy with that indeed, man. I'm very happy indeed. Let me just see here. Where is this shit? Overview. Season, is it season preview? Where does it tell you teams that are in Europe? Rules. Also for this season, here's the top team qualifies for chat. So Celtic are in the group stage no matter what. So next season Celtic are in group, don't have to qualify. Brilliant. Team in second place qualifies for European Cup. Best placed third qualifying phase. Team in third position qualifies for Euro Cup group stage. Team in fourth qualify. So we automatically get a team in the group stage. Europa, that's brilliant. That's going to be Partick Thistle. Then we're going to have Aberdeen in the third qualifying round, and then depending on the Scottish Cup, I think it was us against Aberdeen. So fifth place, whoever finished fifth, which I think was St Johnstone, they're going to be in the second qualifying round leg. So that is brilliant, man. That is absolutely amazing. I'm delighted with that. I can't believe that, actually. I think that's great. So I'm just going to... I think we've covered everything, really. So what we're going to do is we're just going to advance it into the season a bit further, see if we make any signings, and then we will end the video. So, hold on, let's go and do that first of all. Alright guys, so we're approaching the official start to the season. It's the day of the first Europa Champions League qualifying game for Rangers, so we're drawing against Dynamo Kiev. It's the third qualifying phase, so if we win this, we'll move into the playoffs. If we win the playoffs, we'll be in the Champions League. If we lose the playoffs, we'll be in the Europa League. So, you know, I'd love to be in the Champions League, but I think the important part is just winning this game, and then that guarantees that we're in Europe for the rest of the season. Now, before we get into that, we're going to just check out before we end the episode, we're just going to check out the transfers. So, in the Scottish League, as you can see, we'll check out Rangers and Celtic first, and then we'll go through some others. So, Rangers, they're not really being that busy. We've brought in two players. We've brought Jamie Walker for Hearts, 2.5 million. I didn't want to spend that much, but they refused to let him go for any less, and I wanted to bring him in. So, I think he'll be a good player for us, hopefully justifies the 2.5 price tag. And also Liam Lindsay from Partick Thistle for 850k, very good solid defender. I believe we need another defender. We're quite short, especially after we release some players in the summer here. So that's the two signings. I doubt we'll be making any more, but who knows, if the right player pops up, then maybe. Here's the long list of people that we've let go on free and on loan. Rob Kiernan, he didn't want to sign. Lee Hodgson, same again. They weren't getting any game time, didn't want to sign. David Bates, we let go. Truthfully, I don't know, he just doesn't appear to be developing into a player that's ever going to be good enough for us, so we'll let him go. Probably should have signed him. Same with Ross McCrory. Maybe, you know what, all those four guys, maybe were even Serge Ataki. It was probably worth actually giving these guys, you know, contracts and selling them to get a wee bit of money for them. But I thought our finances are pretty good at the moment, and they were not in my plans. So you know what, we just loaned them out. Fuck it, that's how it goes, and that's what we've done. So there's the players going. And with Celtic, there you go. We haven't been that busy either. Once again, just two signings. I think these are going to be two great signings. So Jason Cummins from Hibernian, 1.2 million, and Papadopoulos for Leverkusen, 2.3 million. Pepe's getting old. He is retiring at the end of the season. So I thought, why don't bring in Papadopoulos? Great centre back. Maybe they'll be the centre back pairing for us this season. Oh fuck! Wait, Pepe's retired. Didn't even know that, man. I thought he was retiring at the end of next season. But he's retired, so good job we brought in Papadopoulos. We'll really need him. Shame Pepe's retired, but fuck it, is what it is. So that's the two players we've brought in. I don't think we'll be bringing in anyone else, to be honest. I think our squad's too good. We don't need anyone else. If I see the right player, we'll bring him in. But I mean, I think if we just bring anyone else in at the moment, we're just spending money for the sake of it. We'll let Chris Gommins go on a free. A bunch of other people have loaned out. Pepe, he's retired. Ewan O'Connell we've loaned out again, Jamie Lindsay we've loaned out, Scott Allen we've loaned out, Nadir Shifji we've sold for 800k. That was pretty good, decent bit of business there to get 800k for Shifji, who is 28 and to be honest not that great. And then we loaned out Martin Quinn and Aiden Nesbitt. Let's go through the other teams. Aberdeen, they've sold Liam Polworth to Hearts for 250k. That's basically the big deal that they've made in terms of players going out. But in players coming in, they've brought in a few loan signings and they've spent decent money. They brought in Joan Dingwall for St Mirren, and a big spender here, look at this, 850k on Dimitris Kolofols. So this guy, you know what, I don't know if he's going to be good or not. He's Greek, 26, he's 21 caps for Greece, so should be a good player. And I mean, will he be... Aberdeen had a great season last year in the Europa League, not so good in the league, but with signings like that, who knows what they'll be able to do this year. Dundee, not a lot, brought in a couple of loan players, and they have sold Craig White into Hearts for 625k. Could potentially raise to 900k, so big chunk of money Hearts have spent there, and it's a good player that Dundee have lost, so we'll see if they can actually spend any of that money and bring in a replacement. I suppose Hearts have the money after getting 2.5 million for Jamie Walker though. Dundee United just loaned in a few players and they've sold a few guys, nothing major here. Liam Fontaine, Willow Flood, Lewis Toshney, players that they've let go for free that have been at the club for quite a while. Hamilton Academical, just not really done a lot of business here either. And there's Hearts. Look at Hearts. Look at the deals Hearts have made. Alright, they did let go of Jamie Walker, and they got Kyle McGuinness as well. They sold. They made 2.7 million, but they've spent 2.4 million in. So I mean, their net profit's only 300k. And look at this. They brought in Adam Fritzl and Greg Taylor, two great players for Kilmarnock. You feel like they could be mega stars from them. Craig Taylor, 21-year-old. Adam Fritzl, 21-year-old also. Liam Polworth, as we mentioned earlier, from Aberdeen, and Craig Whiting, as we mentioned earlier, from Dundee, two great players, and Alex Lakakofiti, another Scottish lad, defender from Nottingham Forest. So Aberdeen there, bringing in a bunch of young lads, and you know what, man, Hearts, I mean, I haven't had any sleep, so I keep fucking botching my lines here. I think that could be 5 great signings for Hearts, and I think without no European football for Hearts this season, I really am expecting them to do a lot better, and I think they'll easily get a top 6 finish this time around, and I think they should be pushing. Top 4 with those signings that they've made. Yes, Jamie Walker leaving will hurt them big time, but I mean they've brought in 5 really good signings, and if I'm being honest, I think it's worth it. I mean, Jamie Walker's a great player, and he's better individually than any of these 5 probably, but just to bring in 5 players and to strengthen your team that much in all different areas, it's definitely good business there for Hearts of Midlothian, the team that I support, so hopefully they do well. They got Hibernian, brought in a bunch of players, no one major though, and they have sold Jason Cummins, so you feel like they're going to have to bring in somebody, you know, good to replace him. I said they didn't bring anybody major. They've spent nearly $1 million on this guy, Jack Patterson. He's a 19-year-old Scottish centre midfield player. So I mean, obviously he looks good, but in terms of striker options, they haven't brought anybody in. So I think they'll need to be doing something to, if they want to get into the top 6 of this season, because Jason Cummins is going to be a huge loss for them. Motherwell, just 2 loanies. Sold Chris Caden, David Ferguson. Partick Thistle, as you can see, after losing Liam Lindsay, so they brought in David Ferguson as his replacement, and also Chris Caden, who can play right mid. Looks like a good player, so you can see when at least like teams like Partick Thistle and Hearts, when the money that they're getting, they're actually investing it back into the club, which is good to see. The owners aren't pocketing the money. The teams are actually going out because they've actually got money available to them now, and they're spending money on players, and I like that, rather than just keeping the money and falling further behind the other teams. Are actually trying to invest back into the club. Anyway, you can see Partick Thistle. So they brought in quite a load, man. Loaned in Aiden Nesbitt first, and they brought in few of these players, and so they should have a good season. They'll miss Liam Lindsay, but same with Hearts. I mean, it could prove to be better business for them. So I think Partick Thistle once again will be looking to get top 6, and I think they'll be wanting Europa League places again next season. There's Queen of the South, who are debuting in the Scottish Premier League. Do not expect them to do well. They've let go of David Templeton, Kel McAusland, Ross Barber and Scott Pittman. Haven't brought in any major players. Paul Main on loan and Luke Daly. I don't know if they'll be good enough to get the job done. We'll find out. But I definitely say Queen of the South have to be favourites for relegation. Have to be, man. You've got Rangers, we've already explained us, and St Johnstone, 2 loan players for Celtic, and Graham McMillan from East Fife. And that's it really, bunch of players that look going free. So there you go, that is all the transfers. We will just have a quick look here at the transfers worldwide, and before we end this, and we'll just see what's happening, see if there's been any major deals, man, major deals. So let's see what's happened in, we'll go with June first. We'll go with June. We'll just have a quick look at the quick talk one. So in June, Philip Coutinho's left Liverpool, went to PSG, 58 million, fucking hell. So it's a big deal. I thought he would have maybe went to Barcelona. I wasn't expecting PSG, but 58 million I think is a good bit of business, especially for Liverpool. Will they bring in players? Well, they brought in Rick Karstorp from Arsenal for 14.25, but you have to wonder, who the fuck is Rick Karstorp? 24-year-old Dutchman, right back. Be interesting to see how they get on. Arsenal have also sold Francis Coquelin to Monaco. Everton brought in Will Hughes. Everton's in the Championship, I think, still. Yeah, they got promoted and then went straight back down. Strange to see Everton struggling. And then you can see there's Rangers, Celtic making the list. 2.5 for Jimmy Walker and 2.3 for Kyriakos Papadopoulos. Right, we'll move into July now. Look at that, fucking hell, PSG with another major buy. This time Eden Hazard, but for a deal that's rising up to 67 million, and he's went to PSG again. So PSG bringing in Hazard and Coutinho, that will definitely improve the team. Last year they got the Champions League final. I think this year, man, they must be aiming to win it, surely. Liverpool, over 50 million on this guy, Joseph Brekalo, 21-year-old Croatian. He will be the replacement, you feel, for what's his name? Philip Coutinho, but it's a lot of money on such a young kid, man. I don't know if that's a good deal from Liverpool at all. And a bunch of other guys here that we don't really know. You can see a lot of money spent so far, but I don't know what to make of these deals. So anyway, guys, there you go. I mean, PSG, fucking hell. I mean, that is. So we've got Coutinho. Look at that, fucking Coutinho on the left, Hazard on the right. That is bloody mental, man. That is crazy. What a team. What a bloody team that is. Definitely should be looking to do well in the Champions League this season. Well, they did well last season, but you know what I mean. Definitely should be looking to push on and win it, and should be looking to win the league. Well, guys, that's going to do it then. We'll just simulate it up to the transfer window as we normally do now, and I'll be back with the next episode. 43 minutes long. I tried to make these detailed. Might not be doing my best with this one because I'm fucking pretty tired. I haven't had any sleep, but you know what I mean. Considering that we're only doing like 6 months updates, I am trying to, you know, detail them and show quite a lot of the, you know, transfers and statistics and, you know, stuff like that, coefficients and all that crap. So apologies if it's long. If you'd like shorter vids, let me know. Maybe I could just cover just go over the basics with Rangers and Celtic, and maybe just make about, you know, 10-minute vids. If you'd prefer that, let me know and we can make that happen. But if you like these longer vids and if you like seeing more detailed stuff, then let me know that also, and we'll keep it the way it is. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace, and we'll see who wins the league this time. Can Rangers close the gap on Celtic? Only time will tell.